Thoughts and prayers go out to the people in Champlain Condo, Miami Beach, Collins Ave. Pretty familiar with the area. I've probably driven past that place hundreds of times. And there's a bunch of videos out there. I think you've seen the footage already. I don't really have to show you. But they do have a video where they show it just coming down. I guess it's not really good to speculate right now because they're still doing the investigation, but it does look really fishy, to say the least. Particularly, this building is not very old. It was built, in the 80s, which still technically should be able to stand up to it. These buildings in South Florida, you don't understand, we have the toughest hurricane conditions. So our building codes are some of the strongest you will find in the country. So for a building to come down like that here in South Florida is really sketchy. Now there could be a lot of factors, okay? Florida, there's known for sinkholes. But really, Miami sinkholes, we really don't think of really sinkholes in this area as much as other parts of Florida. Now, there could be some other things too. They always say you always want to build your foundation on something strong. This is right next to the beach. It's right next to the sand. So the foundation is on sand. So we got to take that into consideration. You couldn't help when you look at that building coming down and just think of 9/11 almost over again. Building 7. Am I even allowed to say Building 7? Anyway, just weird how that building just came down in the middle like that. It didn't look natural to me. It didn't look, I don't know. Maybe later we're going to find out somebody was important in that building. We've had some problems here in Miami. We had the problem with the FIU bridge. Now this. Problems at Turkey Point Nuclear Plant. I was just going over a bridge the other day to the Keys, and I was just wondering, this is an old-ass bridge. Is this thing going to come down on me, and I'm going to plunge 300 feet into the water? This is a tragedy. You have 50 people that are missing. They're buried in that rubble. And it's really sad because we were seeing bunk beds just hanging out. Like, you imagine you're in your bed, and you just feel everything shaking, and then you look, and you're just like hanging onto a thread inside of your room. What a terrible feeling that must have been. And it's terrible to have family in there and they're missing. That's got to be a terrible feeling. So I know they brought in some sniffing dogs to try to see if there's still life in there. But you have about 2 days where somebody could potentially live, but eventually they're going to get thirsty, and if they probably sustain injuries, you could be getting crushed. So the time is of the essence. So it's pretty much now or never. Hopefully they can get some more people out of there in one piece. So prayers to all involved. It's all in the news here. That's all you see is they're just talking about the story of the building collapsing here. I don't know if it's much of a national story. What is this? What happened here? Maybe we'll never know. That's just all I have on this one. Keep your eyes open. Don't take life for granted. Peace.